Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, you will not believe it. I don't believe it. Plarium Raid have given content creators a test server. Only when patches are coming out, but a couple of days before a patch comes out, we get to try stuff and have a look at it. Woo! Unbelievable. Honestly, it's so big. It's such a big thing. So basically what's happened here is they've ported my account onto the test server literally for like 2 or 3 days so that we can have a look at the patch stuff and get videos ready. Wow. What a move. I love it. So thank you, Plarium, for doing that. Right, what's going down? We have got patch 3.4 going live. Going live. So what's going on with this patch? Obviously, we have got Yoshi the Drunkard coming in as our fragment collector. We have got a support or a kind of functional button to tag people here. So you can go into the info and it kind of talks you through what's going on with it. How does it work? Does this button work? Come on, game. Don't let me down. I just picked you up. There we go. It just kind of talks you through what you could do with it, but I can kind of talk you through what I'm going to use it for. So far, what have I done? I've tagged my different arena teams in my 3v3. So this is team 1. I feel like the only way you're going to use this, or the only time that I think you're going to use this, is if you've got a blatant dupe. Yeah, so I've got a dupe Madame. Okay, I've got one in normal gear. I've got one in immunity gear. So having number 1, number 2 really makes sense. If you just want to tag someone who's in your clan boss team that you don't want to touch gear from, you could use it there. If you want to tag a certain dragon team, you could use it there, which for me is really useful because I'm always changing teams for videos. So if I just want to come back and be like, yeah, that's my team, I remember now, and I just put, like a bunch of tags on my team for dragon, then great. It doesn't let you change any of the presets, which kind of makes me feel like I wish there were more, but I guess maybe that's just being greedy. Like if there was a dragon symbol, a Fire Knight, I don't know, some sort of symbols for different areas of the game would make a bit more sense. But you can do for 8 different options. So 8 different teams you could tag, or you could just kind of tag different champions where you've got a dupe. So I am going to use it for different 3v3 arena teams that I've got built. So team 1, team 2, and team 3. It also helped me on things like arena reset time when I'm trying to find my champions quicker. And I want to know which ones are which. But it's a good little quality of life improvement. I like it. It's definitely something that was good for the game. It's not a dupe system. It's a system that helps you with dupes. Okay. You can also just tag people that you love. At the moment, you can't filter by any tags, which would be quite cool, I think, in the future to be able to filter and get anyone who's tagged to the top. It would also be cool if on the artifact filter, they need to overwork this anyway, but it'd be cool, in the fitting room if you could filter and say equipped but not my tags, or just my tags. Bring that tag system into the rest of the game a bit more. But there you go. It's a good addition. I think people will use it, so happy with that. What else have we got? So other part of the patch, you can now see on the clan boss chests what can drop. It's a minor quality of life change, but again, I like it. So people can get a feel for what's possible from different clan bosses. One thing I would say with this is, if you're already running something like Ultra Nightmare, but you're still quite early game, plenty of people are doing this, by the way, because unkillable teams are quite easy to get to Ultra Nightmare clan boss if you can do one. But you might be that you still need rare books. And you can see here from, I'm in Nightmare clan boss here in this clan. You can see that from Nightmare clan boss, you don't get rare books at all. So it might be that you're better off saying, I'll do my Ultra Nightmare and then I'll drop down and do, not even brutal, no. Not even brutal. I'll drop down and do hard for 1 key and try and get a rare book from there, maybe. Up to you guys. But at least you can see now where different stuff drops. So that's in. So let's have a look then at the Shadowkin faction. As of this test build, there's still not even a crypt. So it still says hidden. That might change when it actually goes live. I'm not sure. But as of now, there's no crypt at all for Shadowkin. Last time when they did this with dwarves, the crypt, it did say dwarf crypt, but instead of open in 6 days, it kind of said coming soon or something like that. So I'd imagine they will throw a flag on here. We'll see. So let's have a look then. Who have we got in the Shadowkin? I actually really like the artwork for their design. What do you guys think? Obviously, the art team tend to do well, but I really like this. So we have got, what, 5, 9, 12 champions in the Shadowkin, one of which is going to be the Fragment Collector. Let's start with the uncommons and work our way up. What do we think? Firstly, I love the backdrop of the Shadowkin. It's very cool. Very cool, like an old battlefield sort of feel to it. So what we got here for an uncommon, this guy actually looks pretty sweet for an uncommon, I think. Infiltrator. I will be doing videos on champs where I feel like it's worth doing stuff. I don't know multiplier details like in terms of code yet, but I will be doing some test videos with these different guys. Infiltrator looks cool. Conscript looks a bit like Raiden, but he's picked up a bow. Again, looks cool. Who has seen, by the way, there's a new Mortal Kombat coming out this year. Loved Mortal Kombat. Right, moving on. Let's go for this one. Fanatic. This guy looks sweet. He's got a bit of a twitch, but damn. Damn, he looks awesome. I love this faction. I love these skins. Decreased defense here. Chance to transfer buffs. This might be the kind of shining light of their rares right now. Good base stats, good base speed. Fanatic could be decent. We'll try him out. Blood Mask. With his big old bat. Again, very cool looking. They do such a good job of this. 35% chance to decrease turn meter by 10%. You kind of wish this was more like 20% to give it some sort of worth. Small decrease speed, chance to stun, average base stats. This guy's not going to get a lot of love, I don't think, unless he hits like a truck. HP based champion, so I guess he's got some survivability. And if we're talking about, faction wars and bosses and stuff, HP based champions kind of useful, decreased speed useful, so he might get some love, but I doubt it. We'll see. So on to the next one here, Life Taker with a flaming. What is that? Slow down. I can't see what it is. It looks like it's a flaming foot or something. Horrible base defense here. Horrible. What's she? She's attack based, heal reduction, A1. Kind of good for Fire Knights here. So she's got a 2-hitter and a 3-hitter. So this could be nice. Decreased speed, big version. Again, pretty good for Fire Knights. Each hit, chance to drop turn meter. Pretty good for Fire Knights. Can get it down to a 3-turn cooldown. So she could get some love. But again, like this defense is so low. Places a Veil buff on herself and Reflect buff on herself as well. So yeah, I feel like she's an out-and-out Fire Knight champion. She's, again, the wrong affinity for current Fire Knight. So, if you're going to bring someone in with a low base defense and, leg warmers that look like this, at least make her the affinity that can take on Fire Knight, surely. So she's going to struggle because poor affinity to land all this stuff. So probably she'll be someone that maybe can help you develop Fire Knight but can't take you to the end. Aboru. Wow, that's a cool skin as well. First of the epics then. She could be chilly at times, I'll tell you that. Looks like it's a chilly environment. She's not wearing a lot. She's not wearing a lot. But I really want to see her face. Hello? Hello under there. Damn, it's a cool skin as well. Okay, what we got? Decreased defense. Will attack all enemies instead if the target's got 4 or more debuffs. So you can set this up to happen, but it's a lot of debuffs to get out there to get an AoE decreased defense. She's got a double hitter here, 100% if booked up. First hit, 75% chance of stealing all buffs from the target when attacking under a veil. And she's got this mechanic here. Places revive on death on this champion for 3 turns whenever they get a veil, and she places a perfect veil on her A3. So she boosts her own crit rate and crit damage. So you probably would want to build her with just 70% crit rate, then attacks one enemy and places perfect veil if it's a crit. So you can kind of make sure of that. Very high base attack, very good speed actually. I will do some testing with her, so I think she's got something going on. But it's more single target stuff again. So, you know, we do have quite a lot of single target big hitters in the game. They don't get a lot of love in a lot of content, really. So I doubt she will either, to be honest. But we will try her out. So, Noru here. Pretty disinterested. Cool skin again, though. Like tattoo. Look at the detail on that tattoo. It's actually pretty nuts. Another one on the other arm. Yowza. She's got some opportunity to be a bit chilly as well. What we got here? Block buffs. Weaken. Removes all increased... This is pretty situational, but kind of cool as well. Removes all increased defense buffs from all enemies, then attacks all enemies. So, generally, if you're struggling to kill people in, like, the arena, it's because they've managed to get an increased defense buff up. Now, the challenge with this is you're going to need accuracy to do that. This skill will need accuracy to land. And to get to the accuracy you need to be able to do this skill and do damage, it's a bit like Astralon. You kind of need to start to grow a lot of stats to make this happen. But she does have a high base attack. I wonder if she's got good multipliers. I think she might, actually. This skill could be very cool. Decreases the cooldown of this skill by a turn if she kills someone. I'm wondering if you can decrease the cooldown of this skill by 2 turns if she kills 2 people, potentially. So we will try that out. She, to me, is pretty damn interesting. I think she could be cool. Triple hit here as well. So yeah, I think she's going to be a good epic. Sashi, again with the swinging thing. Looks like it's kind of flamed up. I mean, I like the little kind of head ornament thing. It feels like she was a little bit back of the pile with the skins. She is thick. Anyway. AoE decrease accuracy. Very cool A1, actually. AoE decrease accuracy. Good A1. She's got decreased crit rate and leech. Okay. Increase attack. And turn me to fill on her A3, which is a really nice kind of setup for someone like an Ultimate Gaelic to get his burns out, or an arena kind of setup for a fight. And it does attack as well. So she places the increased attack, then she attacks, and it fills turn meter if she crits. All of that you can control. She's got very good base speed. Okay base attack, not high. So it'd be interesting to see if she's got good multipliers to go alongside that. She's got this revive ability as well. So revives an ally whenever she kills someone, which is kind of cool for getting yourself out of a tight spot, I guess. But yeah, Sashi looks pretty interesting as well. So here's the frog. The frogman. Pretty cool. Again, really like diverse set of skins here. I like it. Like it a lot. Decrease attack, yes. Provoke, AoE, kind of good control. I think this guy's going to be, you know, one of the best faction war champions that we've seen so far for this faction, because he's bringing a lot of support and control. Shield buff, heals, and then a passive that puts poison out there whenever he takes a hit. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think he will be almost like a staple in a lot of the faction war teams when it gets going. Outside of faction wars, yeah, he can be a bit of a carry. We will test him out. He's an HP-based champion again, so he doesn't have the highest base HP, and you can't buff HP, so you don't get like that kind of damage boost like you can do with attack-based champions or defense-based champions, but we will take a look. Let's get onto the legendaries then. Genzin. Very cool. Damn, this skin is awesome, actually. Look at that. Look at that blade. Look at the detail again in that blade. So sweet. And that mask. Man, he looks cool. He looks very cool. Okay, what we got here? Triple hit, turn me to fill. AoE, decreased defense, turn me to fill. I did say when I first read this guy's skills that Deadwood is going to have a nightmare with this guy, trying to get him working in the calc. There's turn me to stuff going on all his skills, but I'm sure Deadwood will do it because he's got a massive brain. What we got? This is ignores unkillable and shields. Another turn meter fill as well. Fills by 60% if the target's got less than half health. Also decreases the cooldown of Steel Parting and Fated Vengeance, which is this skill here, by a turn if he kills someone. I think he's got high base attack. I think this guy's going to nuke. I'm going to do a video on this guy. I think he's going to be a lot of fun, actually. And he's got increases by speed and resistance if there's fewer champions on our team than on the enemy team. This effect always works when on bosses, so you get a straight 10 speed improvement against bosses. So this guy does bring a decreased defense AoE, which can be booked up to 100. I wonder if people will ignore that. A bit like with a best. Sometimes a best you just build full nuke, you forget the accuracy, you bring someone else in for decreased defense. I wonder if people will build him in that way because he can just be a straight out damage dealer. We will test his damage out, but I think he could be pretty nuts. Yoshi the Drunkard then. So this is the fusion guy, the Fragment Collect. Again, pretty sweet looking skin. Loads of detail in the skin. Look at this. But they really go to town. Love it. Looks pretty cool. He's got a stun. He's got decreased accuracy, HP burn on 2 random targets. It's okay. I don't really love it. He's got increased attack, increased accuracy on all allies. That's pretty huge, that ability there. Chance to put True Fear on everybody for 1 turn if they're under increased attack. No, for everybody on 1 turn anyway, but it increases if they're under increased attack. Which is, again, True Fear as a debuff, very, very big. High base speed, okay base attack. Actually, quite a high base attack for a support-based champion, so maybe he's going to hit hard. If this hits hard, then this could be pretty significant skill. And then we've got this fills turn meter by 4% each time an enemy receives a buff. This is something we're going to test out as well, because a few people think that he could be an answer to cut in the arena. I don't think he can, personally. Unless something funky goes on, I don't think it works. But we will try that out. Does have a speed in all battles aura, kind of nice. It feels to me like he is going to be an early and mid-game progression champion. And a big one as well. You know, increase accuracy, increase attack. How often do I do a takeover and find champions that don't have enough accuracy in their builds? This guy basically takes your accuracy, adds 50% more. It's huge. So it gives you that chance to just kind of progress into the next level of dungeons, which is kind of big. True Fear as well gives you some control at the same time. And then you just got kind of like a couple of additional debuffs coming out. I don't think, unless he does something crazy with this turn meter fill, which I can't see him doing, I can't see that he gets any end game love at all. I think he just lives in vaults. But certainly someone who's trying to progress through the game, struggling with progressing through Doomtail because of accuracy numbers, he could come in and do some work there. But there's already some champions now that do that as well. So I'm kind of like, is he going to be any good? But this is a high base attack number. So we will see if his A2 does some work in terms of damage. This hit here doesn't, or this isn't a hit. This is just placing stuff. So you're not going to get any AoE damage out of him. Okay, on to Gintoro. Look at this skin, guys. It is literally insane. He's left his tag on his new top, which is a shame. Take the tag off, buddy. It looks silly now. It looks silly. How much did it cost? Look at this. Love this skin. Look at this blade as well. God, they do such a good job of this stuff. He looks amazing. Yeah, looks really cool. He's got some antlers on his arms. Not sure why he thinks that's the look, but he's gone for it. He owns that look. He owns that look. I mean, this guy is kind of like Relic Keeper on steroids. Massive base attack, great base speed. He's got this ability to reset on kills. I will be doing a guide on this guy. He's got still targets turn meter, 100% of it. Pretty cool here. You will need accuracy for that to happen. Decreases the cooldown of the rage ability by 1 turn if the target is immune to turn meter. So if you're on something like Dragon and can't take the turn meter down, then he will reduce the cooldown of this ability. So this ability then places decreased defense and weaken for 2 turns. It's on a hit effect, so it will have chance to weak hit. Will attack 5 times instead of 1 on every 4th use of this skill against the same target in 1 round. So you're going to get 5 hits of this skill, very high base attack. I mean, this guy could be an absolute clan boss monster. It's on a 3-turn cooldown if you book it. That's on a 3-turn cooldown as well. And you can lower the cooldown of Omni's Rage by 1 turn if somebody's immune to turn meter effects, i.e. the clan boss. Wow. So you've got potentially here for an unkillable team, I'd say. He's also got a good base defense, so maybe for a normal team as well. Potentially here, you've got someone that places decreased defense and weaken for you that is getting a 5-hitter every 2 to 3 turns. So he's going to keep decreased defense and weaken up for the whole time of clan boss. And if he hits hard, this guy is going to kick out an insane amount of damage for clan boss. Pretty excited by this guy. All turn meter effects are increased by 50% when used on this champion. That's an interesting one as well. That's going to be one that's a bit... I just need to work it out, I guess. Deadwood, again, we'll have to work this one out. But, you know, if you're bringing him into something like a Bat Eater with Seeker in the team, any of the ones with Seeker in the team, with Deacon in the team, you're just going to have to work his speed out so that he can... he gains an extra 50%. So if you're boosting by 30%, he's actually getting a 45% boost, which means you can slow him down even more and kick out even more damage with him. This guy is going to be in Batman Eater comps. I'm certain of it. I am certain of that. Pretty excited for that. So there you go, guys. That's all the skins. That's all the champs. I'm going to do individual guides on a bunch of these over the next few days. But yeah, enjoy patch 3.4. And yeah, let's get into it.